right. Good evening, everyone. We have a full agenda for you tonight, some really great stuff, recognitions of students and retirees and teachers, so it's going to be a wonderful night. So if everyone can please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone. We got lots of proclamations and certificates lined up tonight, and as I said, it's going to be a very exciting evening and a fun evening. So our first presentation and recognition tonight is for the Saney's Administrator of the Year for Suffolk County. During the past few months, we have celebrated the many achievements of the class of 2025. In addition to their hard work and dedication, our students' success is supported by so many others, including their parents, their teachers, and administrators. And they too deserve recognition for a job very well done. In South Huntington, we're so fortunate to have extremely talented and caring administrators. And 2 weeks ago, we recognized one such individual, Dr. Scott Muller, who was named the New York State Assistant Principal of the Year. We were also informed of another exciting honor for someone who is also truly worthy. And tonight, I'm pleased to recognize Dr. John Murphy, who was named by the School Administrators Association of New York State as the Suffolk County Administrator of the Year. This was a brilliant selection, if I do say so myself, and very well deserved. Dr. Murphy has been a transformational leader who has led Waltman High School to be consistently ranked as one of the top 10 high schools in Suffolk County. He's raised the rigor of academics at Whitman, increased the number of AP courses offered and taken and passed, improved graduation rates, among many other accomplishments. But just as important, if not more important, is the human or personal component. Dr. Murphy, as everyone knows, is someone who cares so deeply about his students. We often tease him that whenever he speaks, at some point, he's going to cry before he finishes. But that's sweet, and that's admirable. And it just goes to show how much he loves being a high school principal, how much he loves being a Waltman High School, and how much his students matter to him. So tonight, to recognize that, I have a proclamation to present him on behalf of the Board of Education. Would you please give Dr. Murphy a nice round of applause? If I have the board take a picture with John. All right. One of those students who is so well supported by Dr. Murphy is the subject of our next recognition for our 2024-2025 ex officio student board member, Gracie DeMarinis. Now, the student board member is a newly created position in South Huntington. They serve for 1 year, and it's traditionally been a senior. And for the first 4 years that we've had it, it was voluntary. It was the board's decision to have one, and it actually had to be approved by voters. Now, New York State has created the student ex officio board member position and requires a person to serve from the student body on the Board of Education. So Gracie is the last of our, I guess, our voluntary program. Gracie succeeded Jaron Smullian, who held the position last year, who actually recommended that we create the position. So she had very big shoes to fill, and fill them she did, and she did it her way. Gracie at some point told us that public speaking really wasn't something that she was comfortable with, but you would never know that. In fact, she's a brilliant public speaker and also an incredible performer on the stage. Throughout this year, she's updated the community on exciting events throughout the district, and we followed her along on her senior journey that will lead her to the University at Buffalo next year. In addition to her role at board meetings, Gracie was a vital contributor in so many other ways for our district. She participated on the Wellness Committee, the Transportation Focus Group, our Diversity Committee, pitched in on the 100th Anniversary Committee, and most recently our Cell Phone Advisory Committee. But most importantly, Gracie is a very special person who lights up every room that she's in. She will be missed greatly next year, and now she leaves very big shoes of her own to fill. Gracie, we wish you the best of luck next year, and we know that you don't really need that luck. You're going to do well in everything that you do because you have such a winning personality, and you're going to succeed at everything. Thank you for everything you've done this year. Congratulations. Gracie's joined tonight by her parents, who are very rightfully proud, and we've now given her her first item that will be on her dorm walls next year. So, all right, we have another student recognition, and our next couple are athletic recognitions. It was a busy spring season, and while we didn't have any county champion teams, we did have 2 county champion athletes. Our first such is Sam Lopez Cardenas. Would you please join us? So Sam placed 6th in New York State in tennis after becoming the Suffolk County champion, Division I champion. He's also All-State and Newsday Top 30 boys tennis players for 2025. He has had a stellar career at Walt Whitman, amassing a record of 74-12 over 5 seasons, and he will be playing tennis for Ithaca next year. And that Suffolk County, we were following, wasn't able to make it out the matches, but we were following the tennis tournaments, and it is very, very difficult, very competitive to win a county championship, and they don't happen all that often. So we're so proud of Sam for everything that he's done this year, and shining Whitman in such a positive light. And because you're a county champion, you will be on our brick walkway next year around our big maroon rock. And we also have a couple other things for you. We have a proclamation on behalf of the Board of Education, and also our highest honor, which is our key to the South Huntington School District. So Sam, congratulations on everything that you did, and we look forward to your success. If you could just hang up here as we bring up your fellow classmate, and then Mr. Barth will have a couple words to say. And if Justin Kogler can please join us. Justin has also had a storied athletic career in South Huntington, competing in 4 years of winter track and 3 years of spring track. He's a 3-time All-County, 7-time All-League athlete, competing in discus throw, shot put, and weight throw. He's a 2-time New York State qualifier for discus and the 2025 Section 11 Class A County Champion for the discus throw. At New York State this past weekend, he placed third in the discus throw, which is an amazing accomplishment with all the athletes up there, and he threw a new Walt Whitman High School record of 163 feet 8 inches. So he is rewriting the record books. Justin's done a tremendous job. He's been a great Wildcat athlete, and we're so happy for him. And he'll be attending the University of New Haven next year, where he will also participate in track and field. And like Sam, we were going to present him with a proclamation and also with a key to the district, and he'll also be getting his own brick in the brick walkway. Congratulations, Justin. All right, now I would like to call our athletic director, Mr. Barth, to the podium.
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Ciapetta. We've had a great amount of success on the field of play this year, and nothing signifies the success like winning a county championship. The county championship is a team and individual championship that has been around the longest in Section 11 and is able to be won across all 25 sports offered. Yet these two young men join a small and elite group of Walt Whitman athletes to capture this title. Sam is individual winner number 101, and Justin is individual winner number 102 in the history of Walt Whitman sports, dating back to our first individual county champion in wrestling from 1952, to our first outdoor and track and field champion in 1970, and our first male tennis county champion in 1998. Both Justin and Sam have cemented their legacy, and I congratulate them on their success. Congratulations, boys.
All right. Our next recognition is for two extraordinary seniors who have shown that you're never too young to make a positive change. In fact, they have made a change throughout all of Long Island and throughout New York State. Would Shiza and Shizib Chima please come to the podium? I had the pleasure of meeting these students earlier this year, and they are truly the best that Walt Whitman High School can offer. On April 11th, the Walt Whitman High School Muslim Student Association hosted its 4th annual Day of Unity Conference at Walt Whitman High School. This event was created and organized by the students themselves in 2022 and has grown in size every year. Thanks to the hard work and the planning of co-president Shiza and Shizib, brother and sister, the event was a success with 15 schools from both Nassau and Suffolk counties participating. In fact, we got to see it. They were busing in students from all over Long Island for this. It was an unbelievable event. The group is excited to welcome Muslim student associations, student leadership groups, and student multicultural groups for a day of exchanging ideas about how students can take leadership roles in their communities to create a more accepting climate for everyone, regardless of their beliefs and backgrounds. And after learning about the Day of Unity, when Walt Whitman High School's MSA officers attended a New York State School Board Association conference earlier this year in New York City, our district was awarded, as a result, the New York State Champions of Change Award for the creation and implementation of this event, which is all due to them, which is really amazing. They deserve a big round of applause. I have the opportunity to sit on the executive board for the Nassau Suffolk School Boards Association. Everybody was talking about this event and how impressive our students were at the New York State School Boards Association. And they've really done a fabulous job, and they most definitely deserve the proclamations that they're going to get and also the keys to the district. Congratulations to each of you. And they said that Mom is here. Mom, where are you? You should be very proud. Raise your hand. All right, from students, we move into our next portion of our program, excuse me, in which we're going to do tenure and retirement recognition. And to do so, I'm going to turn it over to our Deputy Superintendent, Mr. Edwin Smith. Mr. Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Ciapetta. Good evening. On behalf of the Board of Education, Dr. DeLea, and our administration, I'd like to welcome all of you to South Huntington's Tenure and Retiree Celebration. Tonight, we celebrate the granting of tenure to 2 administrators and 36 members of our teaching staff. We will also recognize the amazing dedication of 16 retirees. We will start tonight's presentation with tenure recognition for those teachers and administrators who have successfully completed their probationary period and have been granted tenure. The granting of tenure demonstrates the district's commitment to each individual and celebrates their professional growth. I'd like to thank our supervisors and mentor coordinators, as well as those who have served in the mentoring capacity. To all our newly tenured staff members, may you never lose those butterflies you had in your stomach the first day you arrived at your respective buildings. I would ask all tenured administrators and teachers to come to the stage when your name is called. I thought about this for a moment because there's this awkward moment I have where I have to announce myself. So from the James Caden Administrative Offices, Mr. Edwin Smith, the Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources. Thank you for indulging me there for a second. From Walt Whitman High School, Assistant Principal Kendall Richards. And now for our 34 newly tenured teachers. From Countrywood Primary Center, Special Education Teacher Alexa Dovey. Special Education Teacher Lorraine Martinez. Reading Teacher Jennifer Rogers. Special Education Teacher Candace Pelican. Wow, Oakwood, you got a lot going on up there. All right, from Oakwood Primary Center, Elementary Teacher Tiana Clifford. Elementary Teacher Nicolette Farron. Elementary Teacher Daniela Arbolito. Elementary Teacher Olivia Gonzalez. Special education teacher Ashley DiPiero. Music teacher Lisa Morbido. Elementary teacher Anna Carolina Nuncio Miranda. Elementary teacher Kira Mirabili. Special education, speech teacher Samantha Labella. And special education teacher Christina Piscatelli. From Birchwood Intermediate School, reading teacher Dana Crocco. Elementary teacher Sandra Daniels. Special education teacher Carissa Corner. From Maplewood Intermediate School, reading teacher Marissa Palmieri. Elementary teacher Jessica Argueta. Physical education teacher Lizette Ventura Diaz. From Silas Wood 6th grade center, Michelle Wyman, speech teacher. Elementary teacher Laura Ortiz. From Stimson Middle School, special education teacher Jamie Kernicki. Physical education teacher Nicholas Citarella. Science teacher Federico de Oliveira. He's not old enough for tenure, Freddie. Special education teacher Catherine Reynes. And finally, from Walt Whitman High School, special education teacher Ashley Danzig. Social studies teacher Amanda Larnitis. Hey, thank you. Social studies teacher Kristen Crichton. Speech teacher Jessica Corrado. Science teacher Eric Feingold. Guidance counselor Christina Karami. World language teacher Rosa Pitaro. World language teacher Alexa Sanchez. Transition and vocational specialist Michelle Siragusa. And science teacher Anastasios Panagiotidis. Please join me in a round of applause for our newly tenured teachers and administrators this evening.
Then everyone can shift down. I might have 10 of them.
Congratulations. 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 I'm just gonna say 2 seconds. I want to congratulate everybody again on tenure. This is a major accomplishment. We see it in the rigor that they must go through, the evaluations, and our administration is really on top of these things, evaluating and reviewing and meeting, and these things are not a foregone conclusion. And then the last process is they all come to the Board of Education and we review each of their files personally. As you can see, we had a lot to review this year. So on behalf of the South Huntington Board of Education, I want to congratulate all of our newly tenured teachers. Congratulations.
All right. Tonight, we are also celebrating those individuals who have served our students and community for many wonderful years. Your contributions over these years have been invaluable, especially when considering the thousands of lives you've touched in the community at large that you have served. The district's current foundation of academic excellence will forever be part of your legacy. With great appreciation, we will now recognize our instructional retirees. Please come up when your name is called and join me to the stairs to my right. With 25 years of service, Countrywood speech teacher, Miss Noreen Scalepi. With 21 years of service, Countrywood speech teacher, Mr. Stephen Atrino. With 31 years of service, Walt Whitman art teacher, Miss Gina Tanucci. With 31 years of service, Walt Whitman science teacher, Anne-Marie Gephardt. With 26 years of service, Walt Whitman social studies teacher, Lori Bolger. With 24 years of service, Simpson special education teacher, Eileen D'Amato. With 24 years of 23 years of service, Silas Wood elementary teacher, Patricia DiLorenzo. With 33 years of service, Silas Wood elementary teacher, Kristen Bernard. With 32 years of service, Silas Wood art teacher, Mary Beth Hickey. With 27 years of service, Silas Wood elementary teacher, Penelope Cateas. At this time, it's my pleasure to announce our support staff retirees. Once again, please come to the podium when your name is called. With 29 years of service, Oakwood registered nurse, Helene Falcone. With 31 years of service, Countrywood custodian, Ronald Hilkowski. Ronald is obviously fishing this evening, so we'll skip to the next slide. With 29 years of service, Silas Wood registered nurse Judith Wolfkin. With 24 years of service, Stimson office assistant Mary Lynn Vandermas. With 23 years of service, Walt Whitman head cook Laura Karash. And finally, with 20 years of service, maintenance mechanic Alan Miller. Please join me in a round of applause for all our retiring teachers and support staff. There is no doubt that each one of you will be missed. No, just the dumb flowers. Before we move forward in the program, I'd be remiss if I did not say some thank yous. I would like to personally thank Joanne Padilla for all the hard work behind the scenes and supporting me each and every day. Thank you. And I would also personally like to thank Liz DeMonte and our PR team for all their hard work as well. Thank you so much for all you do to support our district. The next part of the program is truly one of my favorites, and it's recognizing the individuals around the district that truly go above and beyond each and every day. Most often, these are the individuals that do not enjoy the spotlight, feel that they're just doing their jobs, and any recognition of their accomplishment makes them feel uncomfortable. But the truth is, they deserve the spotlight tonight. They do much more than just their jobs, and they should welcome the well-deserved recognition they are receiving. I truly believe that without the 8 award recipients we are honoring tonight, our South Huntington family would be forever changed. Always remember that each of you play such an important role in making our school community such a special place. I'd ask you to please come up when your name is called. Emily Shoden from Transportation. I'm going to have you stand here. This is the hard part. You have to stand here and hear nice things that are going to be said about you. All right, Emily, come here. Emily joined our South Huntington transportation team as the assistant dispatcher in March of this year. She has been quick to learn the daily operations and navigate the daily abnormalities of transportation. Shortly after she started, our head dispatcher went out for several weeks, and Emily went above and beyond, transitioning seamlessly into the role. Her addition to our department has been integral, and she has transportation running like a well-oiled machine. Welcome aboard, Emily. Countrywood Primary Center, Maureen Christensen. Nurse Christensen goes above and beyond each day to support the staff and students of Countrywood. When you think of a school nurse, you might first think of scraped knees and fevers, but ours is so much more than that. From the moment she arrives, Maureen is pulled in a million different directions and rarely has a moment of downtime, let alone a lunch break. Don't tell your union, please. She works tirelessly to ensure the health and safety of all our students and staff in our school community. She truly cares for all of us. Whether it be a minor cut or scrape to a major medical emergency, Maureen is there, ready to take care of us all. Her office is a place of comfort and healing, and her presence makes our school a safer, healthier, and more supportive environment for everyone. Through it all, Maureen always has a smile on her face and a willingness to go above and beyond. Thank you, Maureen, for all you do for our students, staff, and families of Countrywood. We are lucky to have you. Congratulations. From Oakwood Primary Center, Miss Cynthia Selly. Congratulations to Ms. Cynthia Selly for being recognized as Oakwood's recipient of the Above and Beyond Award. For over 2 decades, Cynthia has been a valuable member of the Oakwood family and of the South Huntington School District, consistently going above and beyond in her role as a teaching assistant. Her dedication shines through the proactive approach, taking on additional responsibilities to make sure all students are receiving the best education. From leading kindergartners in the morning math exercises to spending her own time researching innovative teaching methods, designing engaging projects for Math Lab, and using her native language Spanish to reach more learners. Cynthia pours her heart into every student. She fosters a positive and encouraging environment not only for her students, but her professional community as well. Her selfless dedication, genuine kindness, and commitment to going the extra mile for everyone she encounters makes her an incredibly deserving candidate for the Above and Beyond Award. Cynthia, your Oakwood family appreciates you. Congratulations on this special recognition. From Maplewood Intermediate School, Lisa Pellegrino. Lisa Pellegrino has the title of teaching assistant, but is so much more to the students, families, and staff at Maplewood. Lisa is the kind of employee that takes initiative in any setting and goes above and beyond in all her tasks. She is hardworking, passionate, and selfless, diving into any activities, even during art, music, and library. She has an incredible ability to anticipate needs, often stepping in to help before anyone even asks. When she is absent, it is noticeable. Her presence in the classroom is reliable and reassuring to students. Lisa is also very humble, so much so that her colleagues hesitated nominating her because they know she doesn't like attention. How's it feel? Take it all in. Taking all this attention. It's well deserved. When we first told her she was selected as Maplewood's Above and Beyond recipient, she simply said, "I'm just doing my job." When she isn't taking care of students, Lisa is taking care of the staff by baking homemade treats for the faculty breakfasts. Lisa arrives to work with a warm and friendly smile each day. The lucky teachers in her classroom report that she makes their jobs easier. Lisa Pellegrino is an exceptional member of the Maplewood community, and we are so thankful to work alongside her. Congratulations, Lisa. Thank you. From Birchwood Intermediate School, Eileen Sheehan. Congratulations, Eileen. Birchwood could be more thrilled to present our Above and Beyond Award for the 24-25 school year to the one and only Eileen Sheehan. For 8 years, Eileen has been a go-to person in Birchwood. She's taught in every single classroom, knows every child by name, and truly makes our school a better place for students and staff alike. Her unwavering, positive, can-do attitude and constant smile are simply infectious, brightening our hallways every day. She even shows up to Spirit Days dressed to impress. Eileen's dedication extends far beyond school hours. She's always supporting building and district events, spreading kindness and warmth wherever she goes. When we think of Eileen, we honestly feel like singing, I can't do it. Come on, Eileen. We are so incredibly lucky to have her as such an amazing part of our Birchwood family. Thank you, Eileen. From Silas Wood, 6th grade center, Ann Heavey. Congratulations, Ann. Ann isn't just an exceptional teaching assistant, she's a driving force of creativity and dedication within the school community. Whether supporting students in the classroom or lending a hand behind the scenes, Ann brings unmatched energy and care to everything she does. Our school is incredibly fortunate to have a teaching assistant like her, whose dedication and hard work make a real difference every day. Whether helping students understand new concepts, offering one-on-one support, or stepping in wherever needed, she approaches every task with patience, positivity, and professionalism. She plays a vital role in creating a supportive and engaging learning environment, and her impact is felt by students, teachers, and staff alike. Beyond her academic support, she is also a passionate artist, using her talent to create inspiring artwork throughout the school. A true role model, and reminds us how far kindness, creativity, and commitment can take us. Thank you, Ann. From Stimson Middle School, Marianthe Akapanidis. We are thrilled to honor Marianthe Akapanidis for the school nutrition program at Stimson Middle School as this year's Above and Beyond Award recipient. Marianthe is truly a ray of sunshine, bringing positivity, professionalism, and respect to everything she does. She goes above and beyond helping the students of Stimson every single day. Each morning, she greets our students with a warm smile and ensures they start their day with a healthy, hearty breakfast and a kind word. Her genuine care for every child's well-being sets the tone for the day and makes a lasting impact on our school community. In her carefree style, she models for other adults that the work we do is special and how important it is to focus on kindness and caring for everyone that enters through our doors. The staff and students at Stimson appreciate her for everything she does, from her calm and supportive demeanor to her daily countdown to Fridays. We're almost there. We're getting a little closer. Congratulations, Marianthe. You embody what it means to go above and beyond. Thank you for all you do. And from Walt Whitman High School, Taekwon Pearson. Congratulations, Ty. What can I say about Ty other than he is one of the most amazing individuals I have the pleasure of having in my building. More than just a custodian, Ty is a mentor, ally, and advocate to all around him. Ty is an integral part of our high school, always connecting with staff and students to ensure they are able to do their very best. His kind smile, warm and supportive nature, and willingness to go above and beyond are qualities that allow many to feel comfortable around him and know that he has their best interests at heart. It is not uncommon to be at a weekend away or home football game, seeing Ty on the sideline supporting the students, even when he doesn't have to be there. I have seen him give a student a haircut who is in need or struggling financially so that they can feel better about themselves. It is that intensity and willingness to connect with students that makes him such an amazing employee and advocate for the students of Walt Whitman High School. I know the students and staff that he has connected with would not be so successful without his guidance, support, and mentorship. Walt Whitman High School is truly lucky to have him as part of his staff. Congratulations. Let's have one more round of applause for all of our Above and Beyond Award recipients this evening. All right, this time it's my pleasure to invite Dr. D'Elia and Mr. Ciapetta back to the podium, please.
All right. Apologize for my coughing fit. I'm allergic to something here. All right. So our last presentation tonight is for people who have made a significant contribution to our 100th anniversary this year, and it's quite a list of people. We've had a great celebration, and that doesn't happen by accident. It happened for 2 years' worth of planning, and there's a lot of people that we want to thank tonight and recognize by giving them a certificate of appreciation on behalf of the Board of Education. Dr. D'Elia?
Yes. And we will not forget Dr. Murphy digging with his bare hands when we were putting the time capsule in, because the gravel was all in one spot. How'd that happen, Dr. Murphy? Let's start with Liz DeMonte. Please come up. Lee Tyrell. Dr. John Murphy. Regina Caliendo. Christina Wright.
Oh, she's up there.
Oh, she is, sorry.
We'll get it to you.
Janine D'Elia. She's not here. I know that person. I'll make sure she gets it. Pat Dillon. You here? Sheila Busey. Amanda Kavanaugh. William Hender. Elliot Leonardo. There he is. James Oliveri. Dana Chofi.
Thank you, Janet.
Michael Duggan. James Tomio. Maria Colon.
Thank you, Mike.
Kelly Jenga. Dimitri Bernadelle. worry, it's not a race. We're not at Citi Field.
Oh, Kelly goes first. She's the next in line.
She was next.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Annie McCallion. Sarah Schlesinger. Andrea Lopez. Hannah Feigenbaum. Nope. Last but not least, Angela Biancamano. Out here. Once again, thank you to everybody for making the 100th year a year to remember.
Oh, wow. Who's going to take the picture without Liz?
Dan, you want to take it?
We don't have to. But you can stand here.
We're going to bring the rest of the board.
Is it zooming in and out or is it not?
Hold on.
Okay. It's working? Okay.
It's in your phone. It works just as good.
I have to direct. It works? Okay. Got it, Paul? Okay.
Liz, check it.
All right, Nick. Nick, can I run out now?
Yeah, 1 second.
Oh, it's got one more? Okay.
Yeah, I think it'll pop there. And I just want to make a special recognition. Everybody was so valuable during the 100th anniversary, but our PR team was especially amazing. As you can see, Liz might be the most valuable person in the district because she takes every one of these pictures. I was talking with Dr. Murphy the other day. I said, how many pictures do you think that Liz takes? I said, if anything ever, we have to insure her hands because like this, it takes thousands of pictures per day, so per year. So I want to just give you a special flower. Thank you. And we're doing so many amazing things in South Huntington, but you gotta, and a lot of people are saying, oh my God, I didn't realize South Huntington did all these things. And obviously we're doing great things, but also we're publicizing in the right way, so I want to give a special flower to Lee Tyrell. All right, that concludes our ceremonies. We're going to take a 5-minute break and then start up with the board meeting. Thank you, everyone.
job, Eddie. Thanks, Andy. Yeah, appreciate it. Congratulations on the tenure. I asked Amanda, she's like, I'm sure you can handle it. That was great. Thank you. Yes. Sing, you know. Yeah. Oh, God. With the skit? Yeah. That is definitely not singing. Singing is not my thing. I am a horrible singer. We went to a 50th birthday party a couple weekends ago, and had karaoke. Okay. It was awful. Yeah. It was awful all around. It didn't start until 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, no.
Right, we're still up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
We were leaving. When they were starting, we were leaving.
We were leaving, right?
But it wasn't late night. And we got home like 1:45. It's been so
Yeah, when your kids, like, it's so funny because, like, a couple times, like, it's very rare that Brooke and I are, like, up past midnight. But I don't know what it is, New Year's, and sometimes where it's a year, like, kids will be like, they'll come home, we're already home, we're like, what are you guys doing on? They're so shocked. It's past midnight, and they're like, you're still awake. So, yeah.
good for nothing. It's the first time we've had babies on the stage. He's so excited.
Did we have less, I feel like we had less, some years I thought we had more time.
This year was not a lot.
I was just saying,
Not a lot.
very
We
small
only
group.
had really like 9 teaching staff. Very simple. We got to figure out a way. They don't really. Some groups have it. I said the tenures always show up. There must be something. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I would have agreed with you. I thought it was worse. We both said 11. Exactly. Yeah,
It's not a good look to lose. I mean, a couple of members that just, I just think that it's not ridiculous. I will do that, I promise.
Yeah, exactly.
Do that. It's on the list.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a.
short and sweet.
Whatever, like I said, it's.
Take it easy. Skip number 16
Yes,
over.
right, I know, right. There's more signs. There's more signs now. There's no bulldozer out there. I mean, listen, last year, they had like, I want to say 70% people voted yes, and it was like 2 or something. So, I mean, they should be able to do those numbers. And now once people hear you, there's some gaps, and now they hear but I'm hoping that, like, people that came out and did that. Oh, and yes, it's very tough to keep points off the deck. Just because they get that's what it is. It's hard to get control. Think about it. Can't be on it. Cell phone bill goes up. Can't control gas prices.
That's all right? Good to go?
Yeah.
But then as I get older, now I regrad. So I just assume, so I get on calls, I'm looking at the work, I'm like, done, so I can see the screen, take them off, they're everyone's blurry, and I'm like, yeah. What? I don't know if they know.
Today's a new prescription because I can't wear my glasses are bifocal. Because I was doing this, and I'm like, I'm getting older.
Yeah.
So contacts they prescribed not too long ago were just terrible. See, I couldn't read, messing me up. So I was like, Dr. Savage. So today's day one. I think I'm gonna order a supply.
Yeah, that's what. So when I first got them, I started to see California, and they definitely. I mean, if here's what it is. They're good for. What they're good for is like if I'm at the airport, I'm looking at my phone, or I'm reading like tonight. I may put my glasses on, but for quick reads, I can see versus before it was blurry.
Yep.
I find if I'm at work, I'm doing a lot. If I'm reviewing like a multi-page document, I need my glasses. Like I'm still squinting like that, so I keep my glasses
SHUFSD BOE. It's not perfect with the distance. And then I had a different set of contacts. She said just the distance. I'm like, oh, but I couldn't see my phone at all. And then I finally made the mental commitment. I've been afraid for years. I go to the doctor. There's something I forgot what it's called. Basically, if you look at my eye, there's call it an air pocket or a water pocket. You can't go there. It took me years to accept it. Yeah. Couldn't. Yeah. I think, and I'm naive, that's how I read it. Well, that was
That we're off tomorrow?
Yeah, he's working too, because they have their end of the year.
Okay. All right, we have a robust business agenda as well. All right, moving on to our business agenda. Take a motion to adopt the agenda. Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Scragg. Any questions on the agenda? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Items E through H require one resolution for adoption. Those are our minutes, financial items, and bills. Motion. Mr. Joyner, seconded by Mr. Bronson. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. New business. We have 19 items of new business. See if I can make it through. Number 1 is the approval of next year's ex officio student member of the Board of Education. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Scragg. All right, this is exciting. So we're doing this earlier than we had because, as we mentioned, there's a new state law that requires a student ex officio board member, and regulations required us to adopt this by the end of the year. So our new candidate will actually be able to join us in the summer months. I don't know if that's a reward or a punishment, but. So our new candidate is Lucy Maniatis, a junior at Walt Whitman High School. Give you a little background. Lucy is a junior at Walt Whitman High School, and she's been an integral part of the high school since 9th grade. A strong foundation in the arts, she has had a leadership role in Walt Whitman High School theater and music program as an actress, a singer, and a student leader. In addition, she's worked on the Walt Whitman High School research program and brought it to the forefront of the community, including within the newly established marine biology lab, which has garnered rave reviews. Lucy's been involved in many, many clubs and activities at Whitman, including Vice President of Theater Honor Society, Girls Leaders Organization, Girls Sports Night, The Collective, Natural Helpers, Helena Cats, dear in Mr. Villarmos' heart. Oh, my favorite, Mr. Scragg, what do you think it is? That's right. President of the Marine Biology Club, Treble Choir and Marine Whitman Chorale, creator of the Travel Club, which helped organize trips to Costa Rica, Peru, and Japan. Excellent. Outside of Walt Whitman High School, she's been a student director, choreographer for theater at various schools. She's worked the Wildcat Science and Theater camps, dance classes, acting, voice lessons, musicals and dramas, and more. Lucy has been a stalwart of our high school and will be a great addition to our Board of Education next year. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Congratulations, Lucy. And congratulations, Mom. All right. Moving on to item number 2, request to remain in South Huntington for 2 students. Motion. Motion. Mr. Scragg, seconded by Mr. Bronson. Any questions? This matter was discussed in executive session. All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Item number 3 is the approval of some transfer to capitals for the, request to approve budgetary transfers to our capital reserve fund. Motion. Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Scragg. Mr. Conway.
Thank you, Mr. Iapetta. Tonight for the board approval is a request to fund the newly established 2025 Capital Reserve Fund for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2025, pursuant to the authorization of the voters at the recent election on May 20th.
All right, thank you. And as we talked about a lot, this was Proposition 2 on the ballot, which was approved by a wide margin, allowed the board to create a capital reserve fund, which we intend to set aside money each year as we have surpluses if we have them, with the primary attention of turning to the portables, and but it provides a lot of flexibility as well if we need to do something else. Questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving on to item 4 is the acceptance of an IRS rebate. Motion? Oh, Mr. Joyner, seconded by Mr. Bronson. Mr. Conway again.
Thank you. So this is a very nice thing before the board tonight. The request to accept into revenue $550,410 for the year ending June 25. This is a federal rebate that we worked on, which is available regarding the EPC work, which was recently done, primarily driven by the solar panel that was installed through the fiscal year ending June of 24. So as of now, should be received shortly. If not, it'll be set up as a receivable for this year end.
Okay. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, new item number 5 is the approval of budget transfers, which, if over $35,000, are required to receive Board of Education approval. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson, seconded by Ms. LaCara. Mr. Conway again.
Thank you. Before you tonight is a request for a budget transfer related to some district-wide facilities and maintenance items, including things such as installation of hand dryers, some classroom furniture, door locks, and other security and IT-related items district-wide.
Thank you, Mr. Conway. Questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Thank you. All right, moving on to new business. Item number 6 is the approval of a BOCES insurance and indemnification agreement. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson, second, Mr. Scragg. Mr. Conway, one more time.
Thank you. So tonight, for board's approval is a request to approve a contract for various service providers we access through cross contracts through our relationship with Eastern Suffolk BOCES, and they typically provide various services on site, such as maintenance and repairs for various things, elevator repair, things of that nature.
Thank you, Mr. Conway. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. And moving on to item number 7 is a request for a supplemental sick bank. Motion? Mr. Scragg, seconded by Mr. Bronson. This item was discussed in executive session. Are there any further questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, resolution passes unanimously. Moving on to item number 8 is approval of our public relations contracts for 2025-2026 school year. Motion. Mr. Joyner, second. Mr. Scragg. Also discussed previously in executive session. Is there any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. The next series of resolutions will be amendments to existing contracts for our superintendent and cabinet. These are done annually at this time. Item number 9 is a confidential personnel agreement. Motion. Mr. Scragg, seconded by Mr. Bronson. And this one is for Dr. D'Elia, and among other things, it adds a year to his contract. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Moving on to new business, item number 10 is the second amendment to the wage and benefit agreement for Mr. Edwin Smith. Motion. Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Scragg. Any questions? Also previously discussed in exec session. All in favor? Any opposed? All right. New business item number 11 is another confidential personnel agreement. This is the second amendment to the wage and benefit agreement for Mr. Michael Conway. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Scragg. Also previously discussed in exec session. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Moving on to item number 12, approval of a confidential personnel agreement as discussed in executive session between the board and Amanda Kavanaugh. Motion. Mr. Scragg, seconded by Mr. Bronson. Also discussed in executive session. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Moving on to item number 13, another approval of a confidential personnel agreement. This is for Dr. Hender. It's a first amendment to his wage and benefit agreement. Is there a motion? Mr. Joyner, second by Mr. Bronson. This matter was discussed in executive session. Is there any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Moving on to item number 13. This is the approval of a confidential personnel agreement, 14, between the Board of Education and Mr. Daniel Lombardo. It's a first amendment to his wage and benefit agreement. Motion. Mr. Joyner, seconded by Mr. Bronson. Any questions? Also discussed in executive session previously. All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Moving along. New business item number 15 is the approval of a personnel appointment. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Scragg. This is to reappoint Mr. Edwin Smith as Deputy Superintendent for the 2025-2026 school year. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Congratulations, Mr. Smith.
Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated.
All right, moving on to item number 16 is the adoption of the board meeting calendar for 2025-2026. Motion. Mr. Joyner, seconded by Mr. Scragg. Any questions? These dates run from our reorganization meeting on July 8th all the way through August of 2026. So it's a full 12 months, 14 months. It's very similar in nature to this year's agenda and this year's calendar. Almost identical, actually. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Thank you. All right, moving on to item number 17 is the approval for board members to attend the Nassau-Suffolk School Board Association Annual Summer Law Conference. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson, seconded by Ms. LaCara. Any questions? This is their annual law conference, always full of interesting tidbits, and discusses the legislative session, new laws, and new cases that have been decided. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving along. New business item 18 is the request for placements by of students by the Committees on Special Education and Preschool Special Education, various states listed in February, March, April, May, and June. Motion. Mr. Joyner, seconded by Mr. Bronson and Ms. LaCara. Any questions on the placements? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. And the last item of new business for the 2025-2026 school year might be the most significant resolution of the year, I think. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Scragg. So this resolution approves the reconfiguration of the Silas Wood 6th grade center and the former Memorial Junior High School in accordance with the recommendations of the Committee on Transportation and the Committee on Preschool Transportation. Thoughts by the board? Yeah, Mr. Bronson.
Another thought, I believe at the last meeting, we had an open discussion on this. I just wanted to remind the public that while we can certainly discuss it again today, I do recall at the last meeting we had dialogue from each of the board members, and just to reiterate my support for it, given that Memorial and its history was once probably back in its day a junior high school and then or what's now known as the middle school. It just seems like that would be a great location for the 6th grade. It's a better use of that facility. And then Silas, again, in its history being primarily a elementary level school with bathrooms on the first floor in the classrooms, it seemed to make sense from a facilities use, the best use of our buildings to do the reconfiguration. So I'm supportive of it.
Thank you. I know we discussed the last time. We got everybody's thoughts. Anyone else want to add anything? All right. I'll just read the last part of the resolution so it's clear. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Education of the South Huntington Union Free School District hereby approves the reconfiguration of the district school buildings effective September 1st, 2026, so not for next school year, as follows. the Silas Wood Center shall be converted from its current use as a sixth grade center to allow for the operation of a pre-kindergarten program. And the Memorial Junior High School location, currently being leased to a third party, shall be converted into a new sixth grade center. We also do still have a tenant there that will remain with us as well. And be it further resolved, the Board of Education hereby authorizes the superintendent of schools and district administration to make any necessary filings with the New York State Education Department to effectuate this reconfiguration plan. And this approval will allow the district to apply for what's called a beds code for the building, which allows us to get state aid on any capital projects at that building, which is significant. Comes to over 55% that we get back on any capital work. So, all right. Any thoughts? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. So I think, as I said, that's a very significant resolution. We've been talking about it throughout the year. I know it's been a major goal for Dr. D'Elia, and we've seen enormous interest this year in our pre-K program, and we've tried to accommodate every possible student that we could within the confines of our buildings, and it's been really challenging. Dr. D'Elia has been able to add many new sections and done a great job. We still couldn't accommodate all the need, and now we will be able to. Dr. D'Elia?
Yeah, we're still trying for next year. You know, we went from 5 sections this year of pre-K. We will have 10 sections as of now, and we're trying to see if there's another inch available for us to use any kind of space to get them in. But the great thing is, next year, there will be no lottery. There will be an open door for all pre-K eligible students in the South Huntington School District. And to me, that is amazing, because there's very, very few districts on Long Island that can actually say that. And it's showing here that the board is taking a real strong interest in the education of our young people here in our community. And I can tell you, the people that will be most grateful are those kindergarten teachers, because getting them from pre-K, going into kindergarten, and us basically doing the curriculum and having those students prepared and ready, it's going to make an immediate impact. And the board has been super supportive with this project. And listen, we have the building. And when I speak with superintendents locally, when we get together, it's, you know, they would love to do what we're doing. They just don't have the space. And we're going to have a beautiful program. We're going to make Silas Wood a Cadillac of models when it comes to pre-K. And I also want to thank Dr. Hender as well, because he's been spending countless hours and times, and when he comes into my office, he knows what I say. Can we find any more space? This is the last time we have to do it. So we're trying, and he's working really hard, and this is going to be something to really celebrate within our community here. So we're super excited.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. D'Elia. Thank you for your leadership on this, and as well as the rest of the cabinet. We do really feel that this is going to be transformative, and very excited about it. And hopefully next year, you know, we're still going to work on what a day looks like, you know, in terms of specials and stuff, you know, so we'd like to make a presentation at some point next year to the community, you know, on what exactly the pre-K day will look like. But we know it's going to be very special and meaningful. And thank you to the board as well for working through this, and everyone who served on the committees as well. You helped us reach a really great resolution on these items. There's still a lot of work to be done at Memorial in terms of capital, and Silas in terms of building the day out. But this is a major step tonight, so thank you. All right, personnel schedules are listed. We have personnel schedules 2, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 9, 10, 11, 16, 19, and 20 is our motion. Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Joyner. Any questions on personnel? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, Curriculum Council, Ms. LaCara, any report?
Andrew's going to give it because I missed that meeting.
Okay, Mr. Bronson.
Thank you, Mr. Ciapetta. So this is the minutes from our April 24th meeting. What an exciting meeting that it was. Number one, I'm just going to cover a couple of points. One is Ms. Kavanaugh started the meeting off by talking about our Portrait of a Graduate Pathway to Graduation Vision Committee. That's an important committee. It's really a focus of what the state is focused on right now. That committee, I believe, actually met on June 10th, and it made up of members of board members and involved parents, student members, PTA, district services, et cetera. So that's going to be a year commitment for that committee. Again, just really important work, again, focusing on the quality, skills, and attributes of graduates in New York State. Another part of the meeting that was also an area of exciting work was around early literacy profile. And again, there's been a lot of work around looking at the different tiers of students, whether tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3, and the criteria really to assist our younger learners on their literacy profile. And the final point I'm going to highlight is also our math lab shift in Stimson. Dr. Murphy talked really about the importance of now, instead of pulling out, pushing in. It's sort of neutral from a teaching standpoint as far as staffing, but it just sort of changes the model. Instead of pulling students out, it pushes the teacher into the classroom. It also helps with smaller group lessons, which is something that's really important these days. Instead of just having a teacher up in the front, it's individual smaller group settings. It also gives the ability for the district to mix students, again, of different levels of abilities to sort of learn from their peers and interact. So again, just a nice shift that's happening in Stimson. A couple of other areas were covered, but those were the highlights.
Thank you, Mr. Bronson. Excellent report. Thank you very much. And the portrait of a graduate, I was looking at the committee members. It's a large committee, so this is a really significant initiative. So thank you to Curriculum Council and the subcommittee for taking this up. All right, another committee report. It's a committee that's met only a couple times, but has had a lot of work to do in a very short period of time, and it's been mandated by state law. Ms. Kavanaugh, can you tell us about your Student Use of Internet-Enabled Devices Committee?
Absolutely. So thank you, Mr. Ciapetto. We've put together a committee including members of the Board of Education, Ms. Caliendo, our district clerk, a few students, some central office staff members, our SHA members and chairs, IT, SHTA, teacher aides, nurses, OSA, facilities and custodial, security, food services, transportation, and parents. We really wanted to bring all of these people together to talk about this policy because there's a lot that's going to be shifting over the next few months. So in this committee, we really looked at a template policy and customized it to make it our own, and we will have it ready for the board to review on July 8th.
Excellent. Thank you. And thank you so much for getting that up to speed in such a short amount of time, and we look forward to adopting it at the 8th. We must adopt it by the 8th, and then we'll be communicating with the public throughout the summer, the requirements. So the state law really didn't leave us all that much to do, but in terms of storage and use of it, but there was things that needed to be hammered out, and we thank Ms. Kavanaugh for her leadership on that committee.
I thank everybody for volunteering because we really have an incredible amount of people working together on this. So thank you, everybody who participated.
Thank you. Okay, we have 3 meetings in the summer. Those are July 8th, August 6th, and August 20th, and they'll all be held at the James Caden Administrative Offices. Comments by board members. Mr. Bronson.
I just wanted to, again, reiterate our thanks to Gracie for her service this year, and also welcome Lucy to the board as well. So congrats to both of you. Look forward to it. And again, just a real congratulations to our teachers, administrators who both were acknowledged for their tenure this evening as well as their retirement. Those are just 2 amazing milestones in someone's career. I wish I was retiring. I'm not quite there yet. But having said that, again, congratulations to all.
Thank you, Mr. Bronson. Any other comments by board members? Mr. Joyner?
Yeah, I just echo Andrew's comments. It was a wonderful night. I'm so happy for all the teachers and administrators that were able to receive their flowers, I should say, those who are retiring and moving on to the next part of their life. We want to thank them for all that they've done over the years and how their indelible imprint here has made a difference. And for all the newly tenured teachers, wow. Congratulations are definitely in order. I know so many of them have been doing yeoman's work and have established themselves here as a presence. So we want to thank you and look forward to your careers blossoming even further and look forward to working with them as well.
Thank you, Mr. Joyner. Any other comments by board members? All right, moving on to our superintendent of schools, who is starting to look at the weather every hour on the hour for graduation.
Well, 10-day officially kicks in tomorrow, the 10-day forecast. But I also want to echo Mr. Bronson, Mr. Joyner's thoughts. Back in the spring of 2021, I was still in the business office, but I was about to become superintendent, and Dr. Bernardo said to me, these are any hires that you take on, these are yours. You should be involved in the interview process. Well, there were 44 of them, so you see all of them up there? That spring I was very busy, and also this school year I was very busy with observations. But what I can tell you is, for sure, is that the future is very strong here in South Huntington because we had great people up on that stage tonight. And, it's a lot of hard work that they put in, and they understand the commitment that the board is making to them, giving them a lifetime contract, because we believe in them, and they've been tremendous in their first 3 or 4 years here in South Huntington. So a lot of hard work by a lot of people, and especially the ones that were up here tonight. So, and also Mr. Smith, he got tenure too, right? He gave it to himself, so. I'm only kidding, we love the guy. One thing that's on a very, very serious note, that's of concern to the district is something that's being a bill upstate regarding project labor agreements. That is when you do construction work, capital projects that are over $1 million. There's a bill that's stating now, and Mr. Ciapetta can help me if I'm not on track with it, but for any project that's $1 million or more, you have to use, starting January 1st, 2026, you have to use unionized labor. And listen, we love our unions. That's all, we work with all unions here. But the problem we have is that these costs are probably gonna go up about 25 to 30%. And the second problem with this is that there may not be, the workforce may not be that deep where we're ready, between submitting projects to the state, there's a process you go through that sometimes takes a year or more. Now, with not having a sufficient workforce, we may be waiting 2 to 3 years for projects that the community approves in the spring of that, during the budget vote. I'm not sure, I've been speaking with some politicians, and I'm just trying to ask them, what benefit does this have to school districts? I'm not really seeing it. I haven't heard it. But it looks like, it already passed, there's 3 legs that it has to go through. It already passed the first leg of the Senate, and it looks like it's going through the Assembly and to the governor in a pretty short period of time here. But we do have some pretty significant concerns about these added costs, because we know construction right now is at astronomical rates already, but now this, having us use specific workers for this is gonna drive the price up tremendously. And the part that probably gets me the most, New York State's pretty big, but this bill is only for Long Island. So there's some real concerns that I have, and I know in speaking with board members, we all share these concerns that this is not fair to just take $1 million job and just add $250,000, $300,000 to it.
And only Long Island school districts, not even Long Island municipalities. No. So, I mean, it's really targeting a very small group for no particular reason. We can't get an explanation as to why.
I know Nassau-Suffolk School Boards is taking a position with this, and also I know the Suffolk County Superintendent's Association is also taking a position, so. And yes, I can't believe this is the final board meeting of the school year. It's June, and the weather's gonna really kick in next week with the heat, so. I could probably do weather forecasts now for like the next week and a half. But here we are. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. D'Elia. And for the last time, Gracie.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. With this being my last meeting, I just wanted to dedicate my time to speak as an opportunity to discuss my experience on the board and express the gratitude I have for this experience. I made sure to cover a lot of what I wanted to say last meeting, so I would have more time to talk about this today. So I'll start with this. I'm not sure if everyone has heard this story before, but I did enter the school district with selective mutism, and I faced a lot of challenges growing up, but I fully believe that being in this district was the reason I was able to overcome this disorder and grow into the person I am now. And being able to communicate with so many groups of people, broad range of students, and be in professional settings where very accomplished adults listen and understand what I have to say is something that I really never thought I'd get the opportunity to experience. The members of our board and cabinet are all people I have come to truly look up to. They welcomed me from the first interview that I had, which was probably one of the most nerve-wracking experiences of my life, not to sound too dramatic, but I've also watched how much support and care they have for the students, and seeing that just made me so grateful to have had this role and to have grown up in the district. Meeting with Murphy weekly, talking to students from all the schools, and attending the events taking place at all the schools gave me the best possible leadership experience I could have asked for. And when people find out that these meetings can last like 3 hours, I'm always asked, like, why would you even apply for the role then? And I have the same answer every time, and that is, well, it's because I want to help our students experience the same growth I have, and I also don't really mind sitting and listening to budget presentations. And usually after I say that, I'll get looked at funny. But I don't mind that either because I was chosen to serve in this role, and I will always be grateful for that. I know I have the rest of my life to accomplish much more, but being on the board taught me that I am capable of so much more than I think I am. So I thank Mr. Chiappetta, Dr. Lee, our board, and the cabinet for all you do. And to all of our building staff, the students, and of course the South Huntington community, thank you for your support. This has by far been my best year at South Huntington. Expect me to come back and visit, and I wish all of you the best summer and end of the year. And I'm very, very glad to have an extremely accomplished and all-around amazing student take on this role next. So thank you all and have a good night.
Thank you, Gracie. Beautiful, beautiful last word. All right. Any residents like to address the Board of Education? Okay. With that, we will take a motion to adjourn. Ms. LaCara, seconded by Mr. Bronson. All in favor? Any opposed? All right, thank you, everyone. See you at graduation.